well, you do, yeah. Well, yeah. Oh, yeah, you ain't got no, but we don't know if you got a fade because you got the backwards cap going on, like it's the night.
Right. No. This
No.
fade starts back here.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh,
He's doing
Robert.
something
So
right
this,
now.
so this is a championship, but then I see a picture up top of then maybe a ribbon or something.
Yeah, that's the finals bracket. Um, that one half of the program that I had that year. You can see some
Mhm.
of the names on there: Antonio Tarver, um, Roshi Wells, I believe, is on there. Um, my picture might be on the other half.
I
I'm
have a
not.
question.
Mhm.
How come Barry from California look like he part of NWA?
Oh,
Don't y'all see that? Like he from NWA.
they come from all walks.
I believe it.
That was my first year. My first year, that was the National Golden Gloves, the finals. I lost a decision, so I was a runner-up. But that was my first year meeting and becoming friends with a lot of folks in there. And you can see Floyd Mayweather is on the other page. Him and Nate Jones.
He's on the other page. Let's go back. Let's go back. Let's
Yeah.
see. He on the other page. Let's see here. That's it.
No, that's the same page. I thought I sent
No, that's a
two.
different page. Down there it says, what it says, Blue, Nate, Brad, Michael.
Yeah, that's the upper classes.
Okay.
There, there should be another page.
Let's see here. That's the only two I got.
Bingo. You see me down there in the right
At the
corner,
bottom.
bottom right
Mhm.
corner.
Oh, I see Floyd. Floyd, it says Michigan. It says
Yeah.
Floyd
Oh, he's at the
Mayweather
top,
Jr. at the
girl.
top.
Yep.
Floyd, the last guy on there, Augie Sanchez. He was a teammate of mine out of Vegas. He was the
Mhm.
last person to beat Floyd ever.
Mhm. Wow.
So
Is that an autograph?
it's just amateur sports. You find yourself
Wow.
with elite company.
Mm,
You know.
yeah.
Right on.
Wow, that's amazing. And you knew Floyd before anybody else knew who Floyd was, or something else. And let's see, what is this here? That looks amazing. 1996.
You looking at
Wow.
the
This is.
T-shirt
Yeah, it says U.S. Olympic Team Trials.
memorabilia.
Okay.
Wow.
Now,
Okay.
did
All
you
the,
Okay.
did you
all the
compete in this, or what's up with
all
this?
the participants from the U.S. Olympic trials that year '96.
Got it. Got it. So I do have a
Can
question.
you guys hear me?
Yep. We
Yes,
can
sir.
hear
I
you.
can hear you. Did you compete against Floyd? Have you ever fought him? Like when you were in the amateurs and all, did you ever fight him?
Ball with him.
I can't hear you guys though.
Oh, you can't hear us?
All right.
Hello. Oh, can you hear me?
A little bit.
Oh.
Oh, I'll let you unique answer
There we
that.
go.
I can hear
Okay.
everybody.
I can hear him
I
fine.
can hear you fine.
Did you ever spar with them?
Me?
No.
I can't.
Uh,
Oh,
Robert. Rob. Oh, he
Robert,
can't hear
he said
you.
he said he
can't
can't
hear us
hear
right
us.
now.
I can
Let me
only hear
see.
Carmen.
You can only hear me because I'm special like that. I'm worth hearing.
So you might want to
Basically,
go out and come
they,
back in. There's something going on with the
yeah,
with your yeah.
yeah. Basically, they just want to know if you had ever sparred with Floyd Mayweather at
Not
all.
Floyd. Um, Vargas,
Uh
Zab
huh.
Judah.
Oh
A
wow.
lot of champions. Probably y'all might not know of Reggie Johnson out of Houston, Texas.
Mm.
Um, man, it's just too many. Um,
Wow.
oh God, I can't even. It's been so long, but I got a chance to spar with a lot of champions, former champions during my time.
All
Okay.
right. Now that's all
Yeah.
right. Well, that's an accomplishment.
So I do have a question. I want to make sure everybody can
Oh,
hear me.
Okay, we hear you.
the juice.
Hold on,
Can
let's
you
see.
hear us? Can you hear us, Rob?
Let Robert get
It's
his
just
get his
staticky. I don't
his.
know.
Might have to come back. You might have to go out and come back in, Rob.
You might have to because we did hear the little static
Okay.
Just
fire.
yeah, yeah.
Uh
It'll be
oh.
okay. In the meantime,
Right. So in the meantime, between time, we're gonna look at some of these photos that we have here. Do you guys recognize any of these folks? Oh, Sugar
shoot,
Oh
Ray,
yeah.
Sugar
Sugar
Ray.
Ray,
It's Ray Leonard.
There's
Sugar
Sugar
Ray,
Ray,
Roy
Roy Jones
Jones.
Roy
Jr.
Jones.
Ooh, she's bad. That's
He-
a good. That good.
Oh,
Oh,
Bumgarner.
Go ahead,
Yeah.
Marissa. Look at her, George
Foreman.
Foreman. Got a
How
couple
That's
of
that
good.
names
cute.
and women.
Pacquiao.
There's Floyd.
Yep,
Uh-oh.
Mike
Leash.
Tyson.
Oh, you know what?
Leave Tyson
Oh,
alone. My boy.
you know what? I don't. You know what? I don't see my other boys up there, Michael and Leon.
Oh,
Spink,
Spanx. Yeah,
the
they
Spink
those.
brothers.
Yes,
They
yes.
just. I know 'em.
Look at his but look at his hair. Look at the hair. From way back in the day. You see how
Mhm.
his transition, even with the clothing, is completely different?
Right, right.
Completely different. Uh-oh, we
Mm.
lost our guest. Where'd he go? I mean, that happens, technical difficulties. I think he's
It
probably gonna hop on
happens.
the computer.
Yeah, I think he's gonna try to.
Now everybody know that George Foreman got like 20 kids and they're all
Yeah.
boys, and it's Floyd number I mean not Floyd, what's his name? Foreman number one, Foreman number two.
Two,
What y'all
three,
think about
four.
that?
I think that's ridiculous.
Man,
I think that's a
yeah.
little weird.
They
Like
need to have their own
there's
name.
senior and then it's number 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I guess that's how it works.
Well, shoot, now they can't
But
name their
these,
kids that. You know?
but
All
but
right.
these,
That's
right?
true.
I mean, these kids might want to have a junior or a 2 or a 3. That's not fair. He took them all.
Wait, we're
And
talking about his kids?
Yeah, the 1, 2, 3s, 4s. Yeah, that's what we name all the boys that.
So I wonder, did he have any daughters?
You
I
know,
don't never remember him
I
talking about a
don't
daughter.
know. I don't know. Let's see. We're gonna have to find that out.
Oh boy. Okay. Let's see. I think he's having technical difficulties. I'm pretty sure he's gonna come back on
he
here.
is.
Yep, he's gonna come back on here. But let's see. Now I do got some videos, and I do have a question for you, for both of y'all. Can y'all hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So don't
Uh
judge
oh.
me. But where were you guys of June 28th in 1997 when Tyson bit off Holyfield's ear?
Watching it at a bar.
Do you remember what bar you was at?
Um. It was downtown Tacoma. Where was I at? I think
When was
somewhere
it?
down on Commerce Street. I can't remember the name of it. It's been so long. But on Commerce Street, that boy, that boy down there when I was in the world.
I mean, now you can't
Oh my
drink. Just
goodness.
don't be getting drunk now. But you know what I'm saying.
Right. It's just a moderation. It's just a moderation of everything.
True. Where were
That's
you
it.
at? Truth be told, where were you at when Tyson decided to take a munch?
A chunk out of his there, like
Girl, watching that from the covers of my own couch. That was a good fight.
It was. It
It was a
was.
good fight. Yes,
I
ma'am.
think.
I was
I
like,
think
I can't believe you did that.
we were all in shock. We were all in shock. So
Absolutely.
you know what I'm gonna do
Absolutely.
in honor of that. I mean, I don't guess it's really honor. And yes, we do. We got our guest. We got our guest back. He didn't pop back in the room.
Oh,
hey,
it looks
hey,
like George Foreman does have daughters.
He has daughters. George Foreman has
I'm
daughters.
seeing. I'm, I'm seeing he has a total of 10 kids and 5 daughters altogether. Altogether he has 10 kids and there's $5 apparently.
Oh
Wow.
I
wow.
mean, that's what ESPN says.
ESPN. Oh, we don't know how good that'll
Yeah,
be.
that's where I just got. Yeah, exactly. We got fact check that, but that's what it says.
All
Okay.
right, I'm back.
So we want to ask you, where were you at when Tyson bit off Holyfield's ear? Do you know where you were?
I was in Vegas. I was at the casino. I was at
You
the
was
MGM.
craziness. We
It
gonna
was
look at this.
Wow.
That's crazy. We gonna look at this clip. Give 1 minute.
that was yeah. It was a inside the casino. It was like a what do they call it? You know when they be looting and they was flipping casino tables and stealing chips. Yeah,
Dang.
it was real.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, and some nasty stuff in there. There needs to be a bite almost. Holyfield is very unhappy. Look at this. It looked as if Tyson bared his teeth at one stage in the exchange.
Yes, I
Hit his
think
ear.
he bit his ear. That's what Holyfield was in a lot of pain from that. You see the blood on the ear. That was definitely a bite.
Nice little chunk
Well,
you bit off the
feelings
ear.
are running very, very hot indeed in there. Holyfield was outraged by that. Now, what is the referee going to do about that? 1 point deduction for Tyson. It's ear. Now, let's take a look again.
Yes, it's just here. He gets into the position there. Watch. You see he stays there. There he bites him there. You see him lift his teeth. And Holyfield in agony at that point, trying to rip free. In an awful lot of pain.
Wow.
Man.
He
Man.
messed up big time.
Craziness.
He
Wow.
got he got put on suspension for that.
What kind of mess was that? Now he know he was wrong, but let me tell you what happened with Mr. Tyson. Okay, so he was fined. Of course, he was fined.
hmm
So it says here, yep. So the fight took place. Well, let me back up a little bit. So when Tyson bit off Holyfield's ear at the WBA Heavyweight Championship rematch at the GMG Grand Garden Arena in Las Vegas during the third round, okay, Tyson was fined $3 million. $3 million for biting something. Look, bite me, give me $3 million for biting something. $3 million for bite, and he lost his boxing license for over a year. And he was disqualified from the fight.
No.
Mike, you are a sore loser. You just did. You were trying to save face. You were like, I don't know nothing else to do. So you just bit the man's ear. Kind of mess. What you think about that, Mr. Linton? Would you do something like that?
No. I've had it done to me, but there when you're in a clinch like that and you got the fighter frustrated, I've had a few fighters like bite on my shoulder. It's something to distract the other fighter. And if the ref don't see it, there's nothing you can do about it. You know.
Well, they had his on camera. They did a replay.
Right.
They replayed it.
What's that?
I said they replayed it.
Yeah, they
Good.
replayed it. I mean, they got the cameras, but it happens. You know what's crazy is Vegas that year, '97. Um, I was always they had a health club called the Sporting House.
Mm.
Every day I was training there, like in the evening time. Tyson was there training. He had his crew around him, his entourage. People wouldn't realize how cool Tyson is. They see him on TV and they think he ignorant and
That's
tough.
because
Tyson,
he's talking like this. It's like,
Very intelligent.
right? He got to talk, but Tyson was so in shape, cut up, ripped up. Tyson was no more than about 5'8" at the most, 5'9", and was just ripped. But
You
Tyson
sure?
would always take the time to come and stop, talk, ask questions to me and a couple other fighters. You know, just He wanted to know our story.
Mm-hmm.
We already knew about him. I learned about him as a kid. He was at the Junior Olympics with my oldest brother at age 15.
Oh, okay.
So, but Tyson was just a laid back, cool guy. I'm talking about every day, and mind you, I'm down here 4 to 6 weeks. If he see us at the health club, he's coming over when he's done with his workout to come and talk and have a conversation and just ask about us every day. Never failed.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah,
So
Wow.
you
Tyson was
touch.
that
So you
cool.
touch. You've been in touch with these people. You actually seen them, touched them,
Yeah,
conversated
yeah,
with them. Okay, so you can give us
yeah.
insight that we don't
Shaking
know because we only know
hands the
what
whole
media
nine.
show us. Yeah, we don't know what media show
Right.
us. And I mean, he ain't no young spring chicken, and he was born June 30th, 1966. He is 59 years old. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know who seen that fight with John Paul, but that was just, I don't even know. I don't even know. I think that was just a whole money gimmick because that
You
was
talking about
horrible.
that Jake Paul? That was sorry.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah,
just
that was
so
planned.
disappointed.
I think he was planned.
Is it?
It
Well,
was,
yeah, it's an exhibition. So I mean, some of it's scripted, right?
Yeah.
You would think.
oh, it
Yeah.
is scripted? Like wrestling, like
Yeah.
WWE?
Expeditions. Yeah, I think so.
Well, they didn't have to make
Yeah.
him lose. That was just wrong. But I mean, they probably paid him. Look, if I'm
And
a
then the
heavyweight
Jake
champ, you're going to pay
Paul,
me
Lord
off.
people.
If you want me to lose to somebody less experienced, or you're going to pay me off. Get that. But let's do some stats. Titan stats is legendary heavyweight stats. His total is 59 fights. KO 45 total. Rounds 223. His stance is orthodox. His weight class is heavyweight. And his debut was last March 6, 1985. His titles,
Yep.
he is the youngest heavyweight champion in history of WBCA in 1986, WBA in 1996, IBF 1987, and his last fight was November 15th, 2024 to John Paul, where he got paid off because I just found out it was scripted. So they're
Yep.
actors too, right?
Well,
Yep.
absolutely.
So is all the fights scripted?
Behind it.
No.
What's behind it?
I said, catching it behind it now, behind the script with John Paul and Mike Tyson.
Look, Mike knew that was going to happen. He knew people was going
Right.
to talk about him, and he laughed. And he was like, 100, 200.
Right.
He was counting his
Right.
money. He
Right.
was like, "Look, I'm old now. Nobody care. Everybody know I'm a heavyweight." I think everybody knew it was scripted, but you know how that goes. So, would you do something like that where it's scripted, Mr. Robert?
Me? Now? Yeah.
That's only because you're no longer active, right? You're inactive.
Give me some millions. No, it's later on. You got to think for them guys later on in their career. They're known. They're well known. They've made their money. There's people like that still want to see them fight, so they're still going to pay. You know,
That's true.
that's like any other thing, like an actor or actress. You know, you ain't seen them in a while. You still want to see them. You know you enjoy what they did in the past, and now you want to see. You want to see them now. Floyd's been doing it. You know,
Mhm.
a lot of them do it.
Mm-hmm. One thing I want to say is that what I've noticed watching all these videos is Don King. I know everybody remember Don King.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Don King was on the ringside. I used to remember seeing him all the time, and then he just sort of kind of disappeared. So he Evander Holyfield, this is who all knows. Evander Holyfield, he was born in 1962 in October. He's 63 years old. He got 44 wins, 29 KOs, 10 losses, 2 draws, and 1 no contest. He was active from 1984 to 2011. His weight class division was cruiserweight and heavyweight. His stance was orthodox, and his total rounds was 443. 443 rounds? That's a lot of rounds.
That's a lot of rounds. That's a lot of working out.
Yeah, that's a lot of rounds. That's a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And what we see here is he's getting his look. He's getting his swerve. Look at that. Boom, boom, boom,
Getting it
boom.
in now.
Jeez Louise.
He fell out
Look
on
at
his own.
But look at how they dress. Look at the crowd. I
For
think it was
real.
more entertaining back then than it
Oh,
is now.
it was
Oh
serious.
yeah, absolutely,
More
absolutely.
entertaining back then because we would sit around. It's almost like WWE. We would sit around and we would all watch.
Right, right.
Just like with Mike Tyson, 1997, I remember I was pregnant. I was sitting down. I was eating a bowl of chips, crisscross applesauce on the floor at my uncle's house. All of our family was around. My siblings, my cousins. We were all sitting there. And then when his ear got bit up, all our mouths was open. We were just sitting there. We didn't know what to say. We didn't know what to do. And we were like, did he just bite him? Oh, we still hear a little bit of static.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Uh-huh.
Isn't that
Good
Tyson?
fight though. Good fight though.
Heck yeah.
Good fight.
That's some good stuff right there.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Now, did you meet Evander Holyfield too? Hey, I gotta ask, because you didn't met everybody. Everybody I didn't brought up, you didn't met now, so I got to ask.
Come on, Rob. You know everybody, right?
I had, yes. You
See?
meet, I tell you this, in some you get to talk to more than others. Now, Evander was more at the gym working out. I got, hey, how you doing? Handshake. But all professional fighters, depending on what city you're at, they train at certain gyms. So, Evander's promoter and manager back in the day, Lou Duva, I was in camp with them in Florida for 6 weeks. So there's a whole lot of fighters I got to train with, spar with, and just be around. But I got a chance to meet Evander probably about twice.
Right.
Wow.
Okay. See what
So,
I mean?
That's awesome.
You just never know. You just never know.
Never know until you ask. Gotta ask some questions.
You just never know. So, go ahead.
Now, you're a southpaw. How many fights have you had with southpaw?
honestly,
You can
not
switch.
too many. I can't switch. I can't switch.
Wow.
I haven't had too many fights with southpaws, but I've had enough. Thank God, it's an awkward position,
It is very.
awkward stance, and luckily for me, my brother Emmett, he was a southpaw. So as a kid, before I started, I was always watching him. My other brother is a right-hander, so I was supposed to be a right-hander,
Mm-hmm.
but I emulated his style. And when it came time for me to start, when they were training me, every time wasn't nobody looking, I turn around. I go from right-handed to southpaw. So they got tired of telling me to turn back, so they just left me alone and taught me southpaw stance. So, you know,
Well,
I wasn't trying to not listen, but this was comfortable to me.
there you go.
Yeah,
That's interesting.
They're wanting to know
right,
they do it how to switch forms. I mean, you think it's coming from the right, but it's actually coming from the left. But the projection,
right, right.
it's a bug, man. Oh, I know.
That's
Wait a
crazy.
minute, Mr. Preacher Man,
Yeah.
have you ever been in boxing before? Like actually physically in boxing when you actually were boxing?
A&O, the boys club out of St. Louis. I had the opportunity to go Golden Gloves, but my mom and my dad gave me the warning that if my dad was a rap, and guess what? So I ended up dropping out in my junior year. I just stopped boxing.
Hmm.
Oh wow.
But
So now say it one more time. Say it one more time.
I believe I could have been up there with a lot of the past fighters. I think I would have made the Olympics, but education was more important to my parents than me. Just
Got it.
Well,
Got it.
that makes sense. You gotta have
yeah.
something to
Well,
fall back on after you're done.
absolutely. That's with any sport, though.
Yeah.
That's with any sport.
Absolutely.
So, Mr. Linton, what do you have to fall back on? Because you said you're not active anymore.
I'm a regular person. I go job right now. I own my own painting business, interior, exterior, and you know, I'm just living, you know.
So,
Okay. Well, I think all of them just living. That's why wasn't Floyd the one that he tried to buy a whole apartment building or something like that?
Isn't that just
After the
recently?
last fight, yeah, he tried to buy some apartment buildings or houses or something.
I think so.
I mean, that's the way to go, but it didn't work out for him too well. Just saying. So this next fighter is Muhammad Ali. Now we're gonna have to mute ourselves because it's not right. If we can't hear Muhammad's voice, it ain't gonna feel right. It ain't gonna feel right. So let's go ahead and turn our attention to the screen.
Oh, you mute.
And I cannot lose. I'm going to prove to the whole world that I'm still the best. I'll always be the best. I cannot lose. It's impossible for me to lose.
You want to run until it pains. You want to run until your throat feels like sandpaper. You want to run until it feels like you're going to throw up. You want to keep running until your legs are paining, until you're going to die, you're going to fall out. You got to run until your stomach feels like it's going to burst, until your heart starts pounding. You want to quit. Feels like you can't go another inch, can't go another step, but you keep going. What kind of man is that?
You're not going to quit, you got to kill him. He won't quit. They wouldn't stop. He would have to stay and take the beating like a man. He wouldn't quit. He's a savage. He's an animal. He'll die for this shit.
Wow. Oh, wow. The bad man.
Prettiest boxers out there. I swear.
I'm pretty. I'm so pretty. I think we all remember
Pretty.
that. We all remember that. Look, Muhammad Ali was born Cassius Clay. That was his real name. Was Cassius Clay. He was born January 17th, 1942, with 56 wins, 37 KOs, 5 losses, 1 TKO. What's going on here? Wait a minute. I heard something for a second. My mom was here. They just started talking to me. Okay, you want me to leave?
Hey.
That was good. And so his titles. I'm sorry, y'all. His titles. He's a 3-time world heavyweight champion. Spanning from 1960 to 1981. That's a long time to be boxing.
Yeah.
Now, my question to you is, I'm just playing. You was too young to meet Muhammad Ali. I know you. You didn't met Muhammad too? Don't tell me you didn't met Muhammad now. Jesus. I'm going to ask every time. You meet Muhammad?
Well, maybe not while he was fighting.
Nah, I tell you this, he was still around that '96 Olympic team because he lit the flame and all that. So I would have got a chance then if I was around or would have made the team. But no, he at this stage of his life, he was the health problems, the Parkinson's, and all of that. So he wasn't out in the public like that. I wish.
That's true. What do you guys think about Muhammad Ali? Or what's your favorite quote? Because and I think he had a big fan base because of the Muslim community. Because you can see a lot of that out there, and Look, bean pies, ties, and boxing. And Don King was part of that too. That's basically what you saw. He had a big following just from that alone.
Mr. Dick, this Muhammad Ali gospel camp because he went pro and he was fighting, but they wouldn't let him. They wouldn't let him fight Muhammad Ali.
Wait, no, they wouldn't let who fight Muhammad Ali?
My father in the gospel. They wouldn't let him fight him because they were afraid that he could possibly be hurt.
Wait, okay,
Oh
so
wow.
who was that? Who's your father in the
Yeah,
gospel?
who's that? Yeah. Yeah.
Expound, please, expound.
Yeah, you guys tell us a little bit more.
Yeah, Reverend McIntyre, Robert McIntyre. That was my father in the
Oh
gospel.
yeah.
Rest his heart, rest his soul. But yeah, yeah, they wouldn't let him fight. They wouldn't let him fight Cash. They wouldn't let him, and he was in the same camp because they just didn't. Simply didn't hurt him. My father in the gospel. Hands, I learned some things.
You said you learned some things.
Yeah, from my father in the gospel, I did. He was up there in age. He passed at 67. 67 and 2000 and I want to say it might have been 18. It's been about 8 years from yeah, it's been about 8 years. He's been gone.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
So, Mr. Linton, any
Yes.
memories you have of Muhammad Ali that you like? Or that you have used in your own technique?
Ooh, I mean, if any kid growing up, the Ali shuffle, you've tried that in a fight as a kid.
So he's
You
like the
know,
James Brown of boxing.
Pretty
yeah,
much.
yeah. You
Pretty
know,
much.
you've tried. I can't tell you one kid that has not tried that. You know, that was confident enough to try it.
I wish you could show it to us. Like,
No,
I wish you could show this like there.
no.
I just said the little shuffle. What about you, Mr. Preacher Man? Did you try that?
No,
No. Was he part of your inspiration?
but also the Spinks brothers. Uh,
Uh-huh.
when I was coming up, I was looking up to them. When I was coming up, not to tell you how old I am right now.
Uh-huh.
Those were my heroes back in the day, and they're still legends. Michael and Little Spinks.
Mm-hmm.
I had
Oh
an
wow.
opportunity to meet them.
Tell us a little bit about him. What did you like about him?
Lewis right there.
Say again?
What did you
Wow.
like about him?
They went to heart. They went to heart, and to be the first brother duo to go from lightweight to heavyweight. Well, I think that was uh, Leon who fought Muhammad. Leon? I think he fought Muhammad Ali. Correct me if I'm wrong, but he beat Muhammad Ali. But then Muhammad Ali, when it came back, he took it back.
Huh?
But uh, those two brothers, duo, it's just like the Lintons. I knew you all would have been getting there, and I have much respect for you gentlemen. I do, and I love you guys.
Thank you. Yeah, Spinks, he beat Ali with only like 7 fights. That was
He lost.
unheard of.
Yeah,
Oh
but
wow.
they have pretty good
Yeah.
record. Became heavyweight champions.
Say it again, Matthew. For some reason, there's a connection problem. Say it again.
Heavy, heavy and middle. to weight.
Mhm.
Yeah, they were. Yeah, those who were fighting at their levels, at their at their potentials. Yep. That those who I used to look up to, those two.
Oh,
Those were
the Linton
my.
brothers and the other ones you just mentioned.
Huh?
You said the Linton brothers and who else?
And the Spinks brothers,
Mhm.
Marvin and Leon and Marvin. Oh yeah, boys from St. Louis. They were out of they were before my time. I was just a kid. They were dang on there teenagers.
Mhm. So now
Pacquiao.
we got Pacquiao.
Pacquiao.
Yep. We got Pacquiao, y'all. He a little arriba. He's out of there. He do be look.
I
I had
want
to watch
some,
him. His speed. His
I
speed
want
is.
some defense on him.
Mhm. So a little bit about Pacquiao. So Manny Pacquiao was born December 17th, 1978. Okay, he's coming closer to home, closer to home. His record is he has 62 wins, 39 KOs, 8 losses, 3 draws. His titles are he has 12 major world titles across 8 weight divisions. Okay. His style is southpaw. He was active since 1995 through 2021. He made a total of $374 million through his career. What'd you say about that,
Cha-ching.
Mr. Linton? $374 million.
Man, he, he started from the bottom.
$374 million?
He started from the bottom. He started at 106 pounds.
Telling. I loved each and every last one of those fights. Check it out.
Pacquiao's?
Look, he rolled over. He almost rolled out of the ring. Look at that.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was doing some stuff.
Mhm.
He definitely was. Look at that.
You,
I'm just
you
looking at
just
the
hope.
speed.
You just hope.
Uh-huh.
Do you think he's gonna
You
have
hope
another
with the
fight coming
sport.
up?
He's a bit old.
Who, Pacquiao?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, there's a lot of them a bit old that keep coming back.
Hey, Mike Tyson came back. He got his chips on him and went home. Didn't care about nothing nobody had to say.
I heard that part. That part.
Look at them hands, though. Boom. Them arenas are packed. You know, they take months and months and months of training, but they only fight for what? 10 rounds? Well, back then, I know it was only 8 rounds. A lot of it was 8 rounds. They didn't even go to 10. They went to 8 rounds. Why is that? Mr. Linton, do you know why they only did 8 rounds most of the time?
Well, let me correct the round.
Back in the day, I thought they did like 12 rounds or something like that. Where'd he go? I need some clarification on that because I believe I've seen fights with 12 rounds in it. Come on now.
Uh-oh, where'd he go?
Uh-oh.
I think he went offline. He went offline.
I don't know. You know what? The devil's working on us today because all these technical difficulties, you know. But we're
That
gonna
we
work
never
through 'em.
usually have. I know we never usually have.
No,
That's okay.
We don't normally have this many, but you know what? It
No.
is what it is. We're gonna work through them.
Hey,
Roger that.
Maybe he needs some headphones.
Maybe that's what it is.
The little static is cutting
Let me
out. Yeah,
see.
because the static is.
I'm downstairs, but I'm losing
It looks like he's losing
from this
signal. You see
podcast. Let
that?
me go upstairs and see if I can change the narrative.
It looks like
Yeah.
he's. So while we waiting on Mr. Linton to come up, and you were asking about the different rounds.
Yeah, I thought back in the day they used to have 12 rounds. Is that true or not true? I mean, how does that work? Because it does fluctuate. I've been seeing them fluctuate. I see 8 rounds. I see 4 rounds. I see 10 rounds. But I could have swore back in the day there was
I
like
don't even
12
think they
rounds.
get. I don't even think they get. Yeah, well, I mean, if you're playing Mike Tyson Punch Out,
No,
hey, we still
I'll
got
tell
the
you
game,
this.
honey.
When you start out,
Mm-hmm.
All right. When y'all with me?
Yes, we are.
Yes, we are.
No. When you start out, um, you start out fighting 4-round fights. You work your way up to 6 round, 8 rounds, and
And
then
then,
the main event or the co-main event is a 10 round, and the main event is a 12 round. Now, back in the
Uh-huh.
day, the championship fights used to be 15 rounds, and they felt
Mm.
like that was just too brutal.
Well, of
oh,
course.
And I believe
15 rounds?
after Ali Frazier, Thriller in Manila, they changed that because it gets dangerous. So,
Got it.
but yeah,
Got it.
12 rounds. Now it's 12 rounds is a championship fight. Um, 10 rounds is like a co-main event if you're the person fighting under the championship fight.
Okay.
So, but you work your way up. You work your way up 4, 6, 8, 10, 12.
Oh, so it's in your
Oh,
contract? Is it in a contract like that? Or is it
Yeah.
just the
Well,
division you're in?
it was not only your division, but it depends on your handlers, your managers, and promoters how fast they want to promote you and generate your career. That they'll have you fighting so many 4-round fights, so many 6-round fights, so many 8-round fights. So
so just
you
to clarify
train.
what you just spoke, just to clarify
You said
about
what?
what you just spoke about, just to clarify from what you just spoke about the 15 to 12 rounds, or that was changed in 1983 after a boxer by the name of Dokuchen
God.
Hung Soo
fought
Kim.
a 15-round boxing match when he died.
Yep.
So yeah,
Yep.
that was when that changed from 15 to 12 rounds. So
Was the
that is
fighter name that he fought against named Ray Mancini?
Mm.
look, you know what? That's a lot of looking now. Hold on. I didn't look up. Let me find out who. Let me get back to you on that one
Okay.
real
I
quick.
believe it's Ray Mancini.
Yes, sir. I'll find
Ray
that.
Ray.
Anything can
I
happen
can
in this
continue
sport
while
too. You
looking
get
now.
you get hit wrong, you get hit in the back of the head or something. Something happens. Things happen
Yes, it
well
was Ray
after the fight to
Mancini.
fighters.
Say that one more
Ray
time.
Mancini.
Robert, you said what
Yeah,
happens?
it looks like Kim had never fought a 15-round fight before, and suffered his injuries in the 14th round.
So
So yes, Ray Mancini.
Mr. Rob was saying that anything can happen. You said something about the back of the head. Can you repeat that again?
Did y'all hear that?
I mean,
I
there's
said,
things that happen during the fight that you don't you don't see till after the fight is well over. It can be immediate after fight. It can be in the ring. I've seen fighters pass out in the ring or in the dressing room, or days later, weeks later. It's injuries that are compounded to where they can die.
And we
Or
actually
put
seen
them in.
that with Clarissa Shields and Frenchon was fighting. It was a round before them. I forgot who it was. It was the first round, and dude pieced him in real quick. And dude fell out, and then he stood up. He was good, and then he just collapsed. The first round, they were
Out
like,
of the
"Yep,
corner, right?
huh?"
Was he sitting in the corner when he
He was
collapsed?
sitting in the corner, and then he stood up, and then he just passed out. And they said,
Yep.
it was the first round, and then they took him, they took him off and said that they had to go do a brain exam immediately.
Uh huh.
So I'm pretty sure he had a concussion. It was the first round. It was a wrap. It was a wrap. So
Yeah. Yeah.
that's dangerous. And there's different diseases you can get too, just from being hit in the head so much. It's a neurological disorder. And I think that's what happened with Muhammad Ali, actually.
Yeah.
Because you get like these little white matters in your brain, and white matter, and it does something to your brain. It causes a certain disease from being hit in the head with contusions and blood pockets in the brain and things like that.
Right.
So it is a very dangerous sport. So let me ask this: when you are boxing, how come you guys can't use headgear when you're boxing? And even in a professional match, how come headgear is not okay?
It's different. Amateur, you use headgear. Professional, no.
Well, don't professionals have heads?
So I don't. That's just a sport. I've never known the rule.
I'm just saying. It's a protection thing. It's a protection
that's a good
thing.
question, though. That's a valid question.
So what's so professional about it?
I don't know.
Oh, your phone, you're really, really low. Okay, he must be some. Oh, he sounds a little bit better.
Oh, where you at, Robert? Look toward the light.
Can you see me or no?
No, we can't see you, but we can hear you. You might need to go outside.
No,
my phone is on 7%. The FaceTime is kind of eating up my juice, so I'm trying to hold my phone on the charger.
It might be It might be better. It might be better if you just turn off your camera, and then just still talk. That might help.
Or he might just charge it up, because if you don't charge it up, it's gonna die anyway.
There we go. Okay, what about that?
That's better.
Yes, that's better, and it's got rid of that feedback too.
That feedback, but you still might want to plug it up. We got a couple more to go.
It's plugged up. It's plugged up.
Okay, and that can cause a static too.
Well, this is much better.
Yeah.
So go ahead.
What was you asking?
So how come? What makes it amateur having headgear when even as professionals you still got a head that needs to be protected? So how I'm just saying, everybody got a head, right? How come it ain't being protected? You still got a brain in there. What's the difference? I don't understand that.
I don't know. Even with the headgears, even though there's some padding, you're still getting hit upside your head in your face. So there's that underlining damage that's being done, and you don't know.
I mean, but it's just like wearing a car seatbelt. A car seatbelt doesn't guarantee that you're gonna live, but most likely it'd be less,
Right.
You're right.
But this is the sport, so boxing ain't no different than football. They wear helmets, but all that impact and concussions, you see the football players with CTE and all the above, they got mental problems. It's the same thing.
Wow.
So basically, they're saying the reason why they don't wear headgear is because the headgear is designed to prevent cuts and bruises and not concussions, and may actually increase the risk of head injuries by creating a larger target and offering a false sense of security. So that kind of makes sense, I guess.
Shit.
I'm just saying, everybody got a head, everybody got a body. That's like saying I'm gonna ride a car with no seatbelt, but the seatbelt, if I'm a professional driver, I don't need no seatbelt. Well,
you might be professional, but what?
Somebody jamming. Somebody jamming. So I have a question. Does anybody know Buster? Buster, what it is right now? I'm talking about Buster Douglas. Buster Douglas, y'all. Buster Douglas. What you know about some Buster Douglas?
Oh, not much.
He was the first man that beat Mike Tyson.
Right? First man to beat Mike Tyson. We're going to take a look at that. So I'm going to put myself on mute, and I'm going to pull that up real quick. Okay, here we go.
Yep.
Good job.
Just another day at work for Mike Tyson. He looks almost bored as they fall to the center of the ring by the referee. The stage is set. We're set to go. Bob Sheridan here. You see Mike Tyson in the black trunks traditional and Buster Douglas. uppercuts he's landed in the fight. We've been looking for that all night. Oh, that's a nice uppercut that time. That drops Buster Douglas. Fairly clear. It's up to 7 and 8. And there it is at 9. Is he going to get up? Yes, he does. All right. And the bell is the 8th round. What a round for Mike Tyson. Wow. What a turn of events. And that's the Mike Tyson we've been looking for all night. So no matter what happens, we give a lot of credit to Buster Douglas for making this a big, big fight. Tyson trying to end it with one big shot again. He's down, he comes with the uppercut. Somehow or other, Buster's throwing shots back. And look at this. Look at Buster coming back. Did he buckle the lights of mine? I don't know, he's got him again. Oh, nice uppercut by Buster Douglas. Look at this. He's knocked Mike Tyson down for the first time in his career. Mike Tyson hits the canvas. He's in big trouble. He may not be able to recover. It's up to 7 and 8. He's not going to make it. Unbelievable. 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 Buster Douglas is the new heavyweight champion of the world. This has got to be, if not the, one of the biggest upsets in the history of boxing. Buster Douglas, the new undisputed heavyweight champion of the world. I've called a lot of great fights over the years, but this upset from Left Eye and Mike, certainly one of the biggest.
That was a tough fight. It was dead.
Now, Buster, you did not have to do him like that. He had a big old frog eye, too. That big old froggy eye. He's got a big old frog eye. Goodness gracious. So, you know what? Yeah. You see how they got a close when Mike looked at the camera like, he couldn't even put his mouthpiece back in. That's a doggone shame.
He couldn't
Couldn't even put it back in. His
He
whole
went
mouth,
black.
his whole mouthpiece came, but it was a sideways.
He could not believe it. He was like, "What in the world?"
Look, Buster was born April 7th, so his birthday is coming up 1960. His professional record is from 1981 to 1999. His record also shows that he had 38 wins, 25 KOs, 6 losses, 1 draw. His weight class was heavyweight. Heavyweight, and his most famous win was the knockout of Mike Tyson in the 10th round on February 11th, 1990 in Tokyo, Japan, which we just witnessed all ourselves again. And you know what? Mike can never live that down. You know, this video it's going to be up here forever.
Never. First loss, Lord, he got toe down.
He will forever remember. Now, Mr. Linton, let me ask you a question.
Well,
if you fought against someone like this and he knocked you out, what would you do?
Ooh, you got to think.
Would you try to regain yourself?
Yeah, you have to. You have to, especially for Tyson at the time. They felt like he was invincible. He couldn't be beat, and he wasn't supposed to lose to the likeliness of a Buster Douglas, who was like a journeyman fighter, been around. Buster wasn't supposed to win that fight at all.
Now, why you say that? Why you say he shouldn't have won?
He was in the game a few years longer. He had a few more losses. He was just a they call him a journeyman fighter. And not to take nothing from him, because anybody can get beat on any given day, but I think the odds of that fight were like 25-1 or something like that.
But he chose it.
No. I mean, you got he got the opportunity. Now, what's even great from that is after he beat Tyson, he fought Holyfield. But from that Holyfield fight, after he beat Tyson, I think he got like 25 or something like 25 million.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
But and Holyfield, I think, knocked him out. You can say he kind of threw the fight, but you got all that money coming in, and you never heard nothing from him afterwards. He got that paycheck and walked away, which
I don't blame him. I don't blame him at all.
Right.
No, me either. Me either.
1990, you got 20 some odd million, and you can walk away from a sport. I'm gone.
Hell, I wouldn't have fought Holyfield. I've been done.
I understand, but you know what? That's where smart boxers they get their money. They run right, and then they go
Right.
buy real estate or restaurants and things like that. That's what I would have did with mine, because if you don't have, especially if you don't have education to fall back on.
Right.
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 You know what I mean?
Or
Buy a
any
house for my
type of
kids.
other
Each one of my kids
skills.
get a house. And remember, back then houses was nothing.
Right.
4 or
Yes.
5 bedroom house was nothing. Now that same house that you got for $30,000 is like $3 million.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That's true. That is
You
true.
know, so
Fighters, a lot of
fighters.
fighters have a habit of what they say is they try to stick around in the sport too long, well past their prime, well past their time, man. It's unfortunate. I've seen it happen. Like I say, when I walked away from the sport, I was happy. I was 20, 28, 29 years old. I'm good. You know, I'm not going to. Go ahead.
So I have a question. What is a good age to start, and what is a good age you think you should retire out?
A good age to start boxing is probably about ages between 7 and 9 as a kid. And it's hard to keep a kid in the sport of boxing when he gets to any kid when they get to those teenage years, because they may stop liking the sport. But if they're having a lot of success and on through the teenage years, 13, 14, 15, 16, and they stick around and turn pro, then you got something. Now, if they're having a good pro career and they're undefeated or may have one loss, it's a matter of your heart has to be in it and the money. If you made your money that you're happy with in this sport and you still got all your senses, get out. Get out. Don't come back. Don't fight for another paycheck. Get out.
Okay. And you said, okay, sorry, my mic was off. And so, what about women boxers? What about women boxers? What do you think about that? Same age?
It's different. They don't.
Girl.
Go ahead. You want to say something? You want
What are
to,
we gonna say?
Picture man? You got something?
Uh, Muhammad Ali's daughter. Bad chick. She was bad.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
She got out at the right time.
And she is not coming back.
Leah.
Look, Layla Ali came in, she got her, she did her little few years, and she's like, look, I don't have nothing to prove to nobody, honey. I love my face at this old age of 50.
I heard that.
She is not trying to, she's not.
Yeah.
She's not.
He tried to get her back though. After that Clarissa Shields fight, taunting her with Clarissa Shields. But she said, nah, I'm good.
True.
Mm-hmm.
She's true. That's true.
Sure did.
So did you ever find out about what you were saying about how many what were you saying, truth be told, you asked Mr. Linton, he was having some trouble with his phone. What were you asking him? Did you ever find the answer about who it was?
It was Mancini, and the Kim, he actually died in the 14th round.
Yep.
So yes,
and where did he die from?
Shoot, you got beat up, girl. I didn't go all
Head,
into
pretty
it
much
like that.
head trauma.
It's head trauma.
Oh wow.
Yeah, head trauma.
Those fights. A lot of those fights you can pull up on YouTube, but he was overmatched. He was he was probably a champion where he was from, but he didn't have nothing for Mancini, and he got beat up. And the fight should have been stopped long before.
He wasn't used to fighting that long. You know,
right?
He had really never fought a 15-round fight before. That's what happened.
And mind you, between your hand wraps and the gloves in the professional ranks, the gloves are smaller.
Oh, wait a minute. Now, give me 1 second here. Now, before you ask that question, because you know I'm about to ask about them gloves, we have a special guest that joins us. His name is Jumpstart. Everybody, welcome Jumpstart to the stage.
Welcome.
Welcome to the stage.
What's the deal, y'all? I like this top. Now, y'all were talking a lot. So I was trying to catch up.
So we talk about these gloves. So Robert Linton was a professional fighter. We talked about his stats earlier in the show, showed a little bit of his footage, gave a little bit of his record. And then he just said, I never noticed it. And I'm nosy. I pay attention to everything. He said the gloves are smaller when you do professional than when you're training. Is that what you said?
When you're amateur.
When you're an amateur. Now, why is that? Don't you got the same hands? You know I'm going to ask a question because I'm confused. Why is that? You still got fingers, right? Don't you use all your hands?
Rank and level.
Say that one more time.
Did I say it right?
The gloves, all the glove weights, it all depends on the agreement. Sometimes you could have, 12 ounces, 8 ounces, 16 ounces. Usually the 16 ounces is when you spar, when you work out, because it gives you that strength to hit the bag, to get the more power. A lot of the professional boxers come to agreement of, okay, what ounce do we use on the glove? Is it an 8 ounce? Is it a 12 ounce? Some like the 8 ounce, some like the 12 ounce. It all depends who's fighting.
When we talk about ounces, what do you mean? There's like cement
the weight
in
of the glove, the weight of the glove itself.
That's what's on top of speed and how your punch lands.
It all depends.
So that's
the bigger the glove, the
that's
more
what I was
you catch the punches. You know what I mean? Because you got that extra pad, so you could catch the punches. If you're a hard-hitting person, you want the lighter gloves because you want the other person to feel your punches. It's less pad. The wraps, basically the wraps, the wraps is to protect your knuckles, protect your wrist, in case you hit somebody, bend it. It's a lot. It's a lot. The headgear, of course, I know y'all was talking about why do amateurs use it. Even professional boxers use it when they sparring. Sometimes, depending who's a fighter. Some like it, some don't, because it's just too much on their head. They can't see the punches. So it's a lot of technique in the training. It's different, of course, from the amateurs to the professionals, but all professionals were amateurs at one point. The better the amateur fights you have, the more amateur fights you have, the more better you're going to become as a professional, because it's like going to high school to college. You can't go to college without going to high school, right? And you can't go to high school without going to elementary. So there's steps, there's training, there's running, there's hitting the bag, there's sparring. It's a lonely sport. It's not like football that you have 12 guys or 8 guys with you that you could depend on. When you step in that ring, no matter how much training you have, how you do it by yourself. It's called a lonely sport because that's what it is. It's you, yourself, and your will to win.
Oh, wait. So
that makes sense.
It does make sense. Absolutely.
That makes a lot of sense. Go ahead, Sugar Ray.
One of the best.
40 seconds to go in the round.
best boxer.
Stop playing with me. Look at that.
Roberto Duran. Yeah, many fights with him. Hitman Hearns. The list goes on and on. Hager, Benitez, you name it, he fought them all. There's Hearns, like I said.
Yeah.
Sugar Ray has him again. He wants to hold on. Cantor is ready to go this time. Sugar Ray pulling him like a holding on.
Now, I must say, you know how many rounds you have to spar and run just for that one fight? 12 rounds or 8 rounds? You know how many rounds you got to do? You got to do a whole lot. It's a whole lot. So he was excellent, excellent. All of them. The boxing today definitely is not the same like boxing as yesterday. Where you can name them all. You can name. Let's start from Mike Tyson. Let's start from Evander Holyfield. Let's start from Lennox Lewis. Let's start with Sugar Leonard. They were
This
great fighters.
Say it again, preacher man. We didn't hear you.
I said Spinks brother. They
Don't forget the
made, his,
Spinks brothers.
made history. Uh, July, just 2, 3 years apart. 53 Olympic gold medals, light heavyweight. Uh, Leon beat Muhammad Ali to win the heavyweight champion in only his eighth professional fight. And that was the greatest upset in boxing. It was. I remember it.
Muhammad Ali and George Foreman, another great fight that he invented that rope a dope, the greatest fighter Muhammad Ali of all times. But
Rope a dope.
a lot of these boxers they push it to the limit. There's a certain age you shouldn't do it no more. Now I heard the brother say, it's good and bad depending on the age when you're young. Well, shoot, I met kids when they were 8 years old boxing. It's good because you're teaching them how, number one, discipline. And that discipline will take you in life a long way, a gold, and they, instead of being out in the streets, guess what? They're in the gym. They're not out there doing foolish things. And a lot of these boxers done that, 12 years old, 16 years old. I know Unique here was talking about women boxing. Well, Clarissa Shields right now is one of the best women's boxer in the time today. Now, could she beat Layla Ali in Layla Ali's prime time? Who knows? They're both good fighters. They both hold the multiple belts at a certain time.
Yep. And we'll get and we're definitely gonna talk about Layla Ali and Clarissa in a few minutes. But I'm gonna tell you this: Sugar Ray, the Sugar Ray Leonard, where we just watched. That's now his video was the meaning of catch these hands. Right?
Yeah, absolutely.
That was the meaning of catch these hands with his old self. But he was born in May
Absolutely.
May 17th, 1956. He won the Olympic gold in 1976 and the world title in 5 weight classes. Professional record, his total fights was 40. He won 36 of those 40. The knockouts was 25. He lost 3, drawed 1, and he was active from 1977 to 1997. But I have a question. I got some tea to spill. Y'all thirsty?
Yes,
Yeah,
ma'am.
I am. I kind of am.
Okay. Did you know that there's another Sugar Ray?
Yes, Sugar Ray
What?
Robinson. Sugar Ray
Sugar Ray
Robinson.
Robinson. Now people don't talk about Sugar Ray. In his time, Sugar Ray was bad.
Now,
Yeah.
Sugar Ray
Sugar
Yeah,
Ray,
Leonard,
what?
yeah.
Sugar,
Sugar Ray
yes,
Leonard got the name from Sugar Ray Robinson because that was his idol. That's
had
why
to
he
be,
named him.
yes. And Sugar Ray Robinson, he fought from 1940 to 1965. His record was 175 wins, 19 losses, 6 draws, and 109 KOs. We about to
Ooh,
watch
that
him.
man was
But
filthy.
wait a minute.
Yes,
But before you go on,
absolutely.
with Sugar Ray Robinson in those times,
Mm-hmm,
didn't have what they have now are rounds.
mm-hmm.
Those rounds they used to fight was 16 rounds, 20 rounds, until they couldn't fight no more.
That's him right there. He did have a conk. This is back in the day. But that man, that's a lot.
Yeah.
They didn't even have relaxers and permanents. That's when they had conks. That was the James Brown phase. But he a bad boy. 109 KOs, 175 wins.
Mm.
Hey,
Mm-mm-mm.
a record. Well, heck of a record. Heck of a record.
Mhm.
And he played the trumpet. That was back in the day. Everybody played the trumpet back in the day.
And
Yeah.
also the most important thing is he was the time he was fighting, there was a lot of racism, a
Uh-huh.
lot of racism. So
Absolutely.
he beat people and they they wouldn't give him the loss. So he had no choice but to really pound these people and knock them out.
175 wins?
Yeah. Well,
That's
you
a
got to
lot.
also look
I
at how
haven't
many
heard.
rounds he fought for those 100 each fight rounds, 12
True.
rounds, 16 rounds. I mean, like I said, they had no sanctions. They had no
It was a little bit
rules.
different back then. All the rules
A
didn't come
lot
into play
different.
back then.
And
Yeah.
that caused
Mhm.
a lot of the fighters also to get head trauma.
Head trauma,
Getting
yeah.
punched in the head. You know, there've been fighters that actually died because they take too many punches. Look at Muhammad Ali,
Yeah.
Alzheimer's disease. What started that? It was the pounds of the head.
We had Alzheimer's and something else too. And they said it came from him being hit in the head too many times from boxing. Now, can somebody Google that? What's the name of that
I,
disease?
I want to. I want. Let me
I
see
forgot
if
the
I can
name
find
of
it.
it. There he is right there. He looked really young. I wonder how old he was back then. He was
You
born
got to
19,
remember, there wasn't a lot of colored fighters back then.
and
You
the ones
know,
they did have, they protected because they made them money.
and even the persons, it wasn't even. And let's be
Yeah.
real, it wasn't even.
But
They
look at
didn't
him.
want
He's
him
knocking
there.
it around. Look how he hit. Look how he just wobbly leg. Just
Now,
noodles.
now, see, he
Jesus.
wasn't really a puncher. He was a boxer. So of course, the boxer always beats the puncher. He outboxed a lot of people. Not like Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson is a puncher.
Just out his mouth. Going.
He's a biter too,
Mm.
apparently. I'm just saying. Wow.
Definitely one of the old time greats. Definitely.
Craziness. So yeah, a lot of people sleep on him. A lot of people don't know about him at all. They
He put
don't.
a lot of people to sleep because of that.
Yeah, I believe it.
They slept on him.
So that disease you was talking about, that is ALS. It is also known as Lou
ALS.
Gehrig's disease. So yeah, a lot of athletes that have contact sports like
Mm-hmm.
boxing and football and things like that can get ALS.
Mm-hmm. Now, the one person uh, we were speaking about, Clarissa Shields, and she fought LaShawn. LaShawn, is that how you say her name? LaShawn? How you say
Girl,
her
I can't.
name?
I don't know how to say her first name.
Franshawn. She fought Franshawn. Is that what you were speaking of, Jumpstart?
Yeah,
That's it.
French. She fought her twice.
Uh-huh.
Okay, The first fight they fought a couple of years ago, Clarissa dominated the fight. Okay,
Hmm.
she's much. She wasn't bigger than the other fighter, but she used her hands. She put her punches in bunches. Okay,
Hmm.
and she fought the fight that she wanted to fight. You know, she moved her. She hit her, as you see in the screen right there. She just waited patiently. She used her jab to set up for her right hand, and when that right hand came, like you just saw, it came in right after with the hook. So she had no chance the first fight, and definitely the second fight, she didn't have no chance neither.
Well, this
You know,
right here, Franchon Cruz Dizom, she was born 1987. Her stats is 10 wins, 3 losses, 0 draws, KOs 2. Her weight class is super middleweight. Her reach is 72 inches. Her titles are WBC and WBO super middleweight champion. Super middleweight champion. She lost by an unanimous decision when she fought Clarissa Shields on the 22nd of last month, 2026.
Well, this
I
is
thought
the
she was a little
first.
bit older than that. The way they were speaking, or the way Clarissa spoke, Chris she spoke about it. I
Yeah.
thought she was older.
and she's a
Mm,
lot bigger than Clarissa. You can see in the video right
Yeah,
there.
she is a
She's a
lot bigger
lot
than her.
muscular than Clarissa.
yeah.
A lot
Yeah.
bigger, a lot not faster, but you could tell she got some power. She's a big girl.
Doesn't, doesn't she have
Yeah,
a
she
longer reach too?
Well, she's got a longer reach because she's
longer
bigger than
arms.
Clarissa, taller.
Mm-hmm.
But
Hmm.
Clarissa handled her. She fought like she was supposed to fight inside. She didn't fight her outside because outside she would lose
Mm-hmm.
because she don't got the bigger reach. She
Yeah.
picked her shots. And she took her time, and she did a great job on that fight. And that's why
Hmm.
she's
Hmm.
undisputed right now.
Absolutely.
Be able to
She has an
Absolutely.
amazing she has an amazing story. You know, here's a girl from the streets. You know, she came out with a movie and it said everything, and she won a gold medal 2 times, I believe. You
Hmm.
know, and she has that under her belt.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well,
That was.
go ahead. What were you gonna say? Should be told.
I was about to say that was. I mean, the fight was excellent. I enjoyed the fight from beginning to the end. The first 2 rounds. I mean, I thought Miss Cruz she was doing her thing for a second there, but I already knew she wasn't going to hold on to it. So
Hmm. Yeah,
Her
it was
she
punches,
was
her
getting
great.
punches,
tired, and
Definitely, it was,
punches were too
yeah,
much.
definitely
It
tired.
came too many,
yeah.
too many.
Yeah,
Now
definitely.
Alicia
Yeah.
Baumgartner's another one that
Oh
she
no.
got some hands. She was born May 24th, 1994. She is the undisputed super featherweight champion of the world. She's 31 years old. Her stats is she has 17 wins, 1 loss, 0 draws. Her knockouts have been 7. Her weight class is super feather, and her stance is orthodox.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah,
In other
she's a
words,
beast.
she's a lefty. For all those that don't know, she's left-handed.
She is.
hey,
She is definitely a beast.
she a piece of
And
her.
see, like a lot of people say, boxing is boxing. It's mental.
Oh, oh no, she
You
was
Ooh.
wrong
know,
for that. No, she was wrong for that. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Take me
it's
out a little bit.
90%. It's 90% mental and 10% physical.
Hmm. Yeah, that's a cute little pink thing she had on this thing. God, look at
Yeah,
this.
but look at
This.
those punches she's
Woo!
throwing. She's throwing
Yeah,
a heck of a lot of punches
Yeah, she
yeah,
compared
is.
to the other
definitely
ones.
hey,
getting it in. Ooh, we.
Yeah,
oh,
she
baby.
pushed her in. I just would have laid there. I
I
wouldn't have
watched
got
that
up.
one. Hmm.
If I
Yeah.
fall down, I'm not getting up. You
Sit
can
down.
embarrass me.
Sit down. Don't get up again.
Just let me stay down there.
For real.
And
Let me,
this is what I don't understand. Boxing today, some people take it and they just want to make the money and destroy
Mhm.
what these women and men have done. The training, the eating habits, the no, you can't enjoy life really. There's certain things you can't do,
Look, for
but
$374 million, look, I'll eat
well,
whatever you
it's
ask
a
me
lot of
as
money.
long as it's edible.
But look what
That
you got to
part.
do. Look what you got to do to get that money. I mean, you're risking your life, number one. Number two, you have to focus on the fight. So it takes a strong person. It takes discipline, a lot of discipline.
I'm pretty sure it do. Oh
Got
yeah.
to know when to hold them.
Yeah, definitely. So it's not an easy sport, and like I said before, it's a lonely sport because you're the
Mm-hmm.
one who have to wake up in the morning by yourself.
Yeah.
Nobody's gonna run with you at 5 o'clock in the morning. Trust me, nobody's gonna run.
Nope.
The eating, you got to eat certain things depending on what weight division. If you got to drop it, or you're building muscle, or whatever it is, you got to be careful what you eat. You can't hang out like you want to hang out to 3, 4 o'clock in the morning because
That's true.
you
That's
gotta
true.
you gotta get proper rest.
That's
Now
why
you
a lot
definitely
of
have to have resistance. It's very strenuous on yourself.
trainers, trainers are most important when
Mm-hmm.
you're boxing. If you're not used to uh, disciplining yourself, that's why a lot of boxers have trainers.
Mm-hmm.
I, oh, that mercy.
Now he's Layla Ali.
Mm,
Now Layla
I'm not
Ali. Go
you
I'm
ahead.
not
make me.
taking nothing from Layla Ali. Her father was Muhammad Ali. He wanted to train her at one point, but she didn't want it because she already
People
had a tough
talk.
time with that last name, Ali, you know. So she wanted to do everything by herself.
I get it.
Mm.
Multiple
That
wins,
makes sense.
great hands. Did she beat a Clarissa Shields?
They were catching, he called them hands. He
I
called
I personally think she can't beat Clarissa Shields.
I mean, she came now, lady, like 50 some years old.
I know now, but back in
Back
her early
then,
days, I just don't think so.
I mean, boxing was a little bit different. It was more entertaining back then.
Yeah,
I
I
think it was more
couldn't.
entertaining. It was different. It was different back then than it is now. It's not the same.
It was definitely more entertaining. That is definitely true.
More entertaining. It was fun. Family used to sit around and watch it. Maybe because it was just the times back then. I'm guessing,
Hmm.
but I don't know. It was just more fun. It was more entertaining.
I,
Now
I
maybe we just grew up with the news, the sportcasters too.
I
mm,
think it was more promoted back then. It's
Could have been.
not. It's not. It's not that. It's not as promoted as it is back in the day. You know.
Also, you got to remember that the UFC came out also, and it took a lot of people away from boxing.
Hmm.
And I say this because, okay, a pay per view, every fight is almost on pay per view, every boxing fight. Now, what UFC did was they put it on free TV. So
Well, it was
that
on
took a lot of the
HBO and
boxing
stuff like that
fans
too.
away because
Mhm.
nobody wants to pay 50,
Well,
60.
ain't nobody paying it that much anyway because I mean, with all the streaming platforms out there, not very many of these fights are not free. You know what I'm saying? The
That's
last
true.
fight that the Clifford Shields fight that just came on, yes, that's different because I mean that was the only one I had to pay for. I haven't paid for a fight in years.
Shoot,
And talking
just
about
wait
Clarissa
for it to get on
Shield,
YouTube. Just wait for
true.
it to get on
It is what
That's
it
true.
is.
And
That's
talking about
right.
Clarissa Shields, let me tell you, I did like her intro, which I'm finna play right now. Now this I gotta
Oh
play.
yeah.
So give me
Yeah.
one moment. Let me go ahead and mute myself because I just got to see this introduction before we look at her actual boxing. One moment.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble.
Give me a little slack, just I'm gonna walk up to him.
Defending champion from Linton, Michigan.
Come on now. That was
I
dope.
definitely like the
That,
energy she had.
that was dope. It's that energy. Absolutely.
The energy that that parents and I'm here, I'm gonna beat the crap out of you. A lot of people have different intros. Mike Tyson was one of the first that I seen they would do it. When he used to
Hmm.
go in there with a towel and that was in some music, he was ready to fight in the crowd, as I called it. A lot of the boxers today do different things, and definitely Carissa Shields has done her thing and doing it different. So yeah,
Yeah, Clarissa Shields, she definitely brought that energy.
No,
I'm gonna
She
have to
did.
definitely.
invite. I'm gonna like Carissa Shields here to fight. Truth be told, to see what wins. So what's up?
Oh no, you know getting well.
You already know. I'm laying down. First hit. I'm
Right?
taking all the money first. I'm what the way they call it, taking a
Right.
dive. I'm taking that.
Right. I
Just
know
make
that's
sure
right.
my contract is solid.
That's why I said I'll just lay down. What would you do, Mr. Preacher Man? Would you just lay down and what would you do? Even though she's a female and you ain't been in the ring, what would you do?
Like in the ring with a female in the first place. That's
Well,
one thing. It would, I mean, after my time, it would have been essential because I thought I could beat. One of the things, yeah,
So if Clarissa Shields was a man, what would you do?
we'd be at it. We'd be at it, and somebody would have had to give.
You would try to fight her?
Why not?
What about you, Jumpstart?
It all depends how many beers I had. That's number one. Because I'm gonna have to explain why she beat the crap out of me.
Yeah,
well, yeah.
Sure.
You have to make sure there's no cameras too.
Exactly.
that's true. Well, Clarissa Shields was born March 17th, 1995. Her birthday's in 2 days, 14,
Such
15,
a
3 days.
baby.
And her stats is she has 18 wins, 0 losses, 0 draws. KOs, she has 3. She holds championship of middleweight, lightweight, and super middleweight. She also holds WBC, WBF, WBO, and IBF. The
She's a
world
bad.
titles. Yeah, heavyweight divisions.
Bad girl.
She's the fastest boxer in history, male or female, to win 3 world titles in 3 classes. Her last fight, of course, again, was February 22nd against Franchon Cruz. She also holds an MMA record of 2-1.
Mixed
Oh
special.
wow.
Oh
Mm.
Yeah,
yeah, she was bad at that too. The
Okay,
UFC fighter,
girl.
she was pretty bad too. She left boxing for a little while because she said she wanted something a little different, a little more challenging. Because she was saying there was nobody in her weight division at the time that
Mm-hmm.
she was interested in boxing or
hmm
box, and she went that way, and she did pretty good. She did pretty good.
Well, I'm glad she came back because that was a phenomenal fight.
Oh, that was a great fight.
it
Great fight.
was. It was. And we actually aired that fight. For anyone that want to see, you can go back and you look for the little logo for our little YouTube channel. And it does actually show the whole entire fight, which we're actually watching from here from the YouTube channel right now.
Mm-hmm.
Look at that.
Look at that.
We got to watch it live, y'all.
Yeah.
I was covered
What
myself.
she said,
What was
hey,
that?
hold up.
She's
Shut
celebrating
up.
too early, ain't she?
Shut up.
She definitely outclassed her in that fight. The first fight, she outclassed her too. I don't know why, Clarissa wanted to fight her again, but I guess the belts meant everything to her to be the undisputed. So I get it.
Yeah.
Probably. Yeah.
Good
Yeah.
idea.
Yes, as you watching, look at that.
And we're talking about her professional career, but we also have to talk about her amateur career and her gold medals.
Mm,
That put her on the spot to be where she at
Mm-hmm.
today. A lot of these
a lot
fighters,
of
they
work.
have not done what she done. Go to the Olympics and dominate
Mm-hmm.
stuff like that. And that's a resume that will actually take you before you go to the professionals, because it's good for you. The more rounds you do, the more you prepare yourself, the more you discipline, and here's the outcome of it. She's There's nobody out
Lyrical.
there right now that can beat her. Nobody.
Hmm.
She running
Right.
in the. That's what she running into.
That's crazy. I don't know. Look, I'm too pretty. Like, hey, I can't have
Yeah, that
nobody punching
part.
me in my face. Now I have been
It,
hit, but Lord, I didn't get no money for it. But I'm telling you right now, look, I'll be rich. Okay, that's
If you
crazy.
get hit by Clarissa Shields like that, you got a lawsuit because he's gonna hit
Something
you hard.
I'm getting paid. But kid, that's
absolutely.
also you can also use that as a weapon when you have training in something, whether it's gun training or fighting things like that. You can actually use that as a weapon
Well,
and be charged.
technically, all boxers are supposed to professionally.
Right.
They're supposed to register their hands. They can't just hit you.
Absolutely.
It is a lethal
Absolutely.
weapon, like you said. It is,
Hmm.
and you will go to jail. So
Yep.
you have
Well,
You will.
to
Absolutely. That is absolutely true.
yeah, you
now
consider.
Jumpstart.
Mhm.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. Actually,
I heard that you boxed.
yeah, back in the '90s, I've won the Metro Games back in '91. Um, I went to the Golden Gloves in New York City, and the streets took me, and I wasn't really training like I was supposed to, and I lost my last fight, and I wanted to take a break, and I never went back, which I regret. I was in the gym in the Fort Apache gym, and this is out in the Bronx with famous boxers. Lou DeValio came out of that gym. He trained there for a little while.
Mhm.
Uh, Superman, Larry Davis, Aaron Davis also trained there, and George was the head coach there, and he recently passed away. Fort Apache Gym, shout out to everybody out of Fort Apache Gym. Booby came out of Fort Apache Gym. So yeah, and like I said before, it's definitely discipline. And as a young age, when I started when I was about 15,
She
my
laughing.
kids that were younger than me, they told me stories how their pops was boxers, and they were in the gym and started, boxing at the age of 8. And the Golden Gloves for us was the ultimate thing you could do. If you win the Golden Gloves, doors open. But even getting into the little tournaments, like the Spanish Gloves, which is the Metro Games, they changed it to the Metro Games. That was a big thing. All the kids from the tribe states will go there and they will fight in their divisions. Some were good, some turned pro. I remember when I was boxing, there was a kid named Golden Boy who
Oh,
was
Golden
also
Boy.
coming
Okay.
out of things. And Mayweather also came out of that era. And we all know the Mayweather's he Floyd is one of the best Mayweathers out of all of them, out of Roger and out of all of them. He's the best,
Mhm.
and he came out of that. So it's hard. It's hard. It's hard. I remember boxing. We all wanted to be like Mike Tyson. My trainer used to hit me in the head and be like, "Hey, stop acting like him. Put your hands up." The Bob and Weaving,
Everybody want to
Bob and Weaving like he
yeah,
did. You know what I
yeah,
mean? And he was an idol to me, being a young kid, coming out of Brooklyn, now coming out of the Bronx and
yeah.
stuff like that. So, yeah, I remember that. I definitely remember that like it was yesterday.
That's amazing. Well, thanks for sharing with this. Now, y'all, we are coming up on our 2 hour time. So we're gonna start saying goodbye. Anybody got shout out? Shout out who your favorite boxer is, or anything you would like to say. I do want to thank Mr. Linton. We lost him. His phone probably actually died. But we do want to thank him for coming on and sharing his story. And the things that he has been through in his journey, and bringing pieces of memorabilia that we can actually physically see and try to connect to. Do you have anything to say, Preacher Man?
Well, I want to say first, it's thank you for having me, and second to the Linton brothers, love them,
Mhm.
and Mr. Jumpstart, thanks for falling in there. You're the man, and have a good have a good rest of the day and a fabulous Sunday.
You too. Be safe, okay? Now you're gonna wait backstage because I got something to say to you. Thank you so much for coming on the show, Mr. Preacher Man.
Thank you.
Okay, Mr. Jumpstar, is there anything that you have to say for us today?
Yeah, I want to give a
Big
shout
on
out
be
to the
nice.
whole baby. Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby.
Oh Lord, okay. Well,
Yeah,
bring that
baby.
energy. We need
Shout
that
out to
energy. Well, thank
everybody.
you.
Shout out to all y'all. Everybody watching. Like
Yeah,
and
woo
subscribe
woo.
to the
Yeah.
channel.
Yeah.
Peace.
Peace. We'll see you next time. He's so crazy. Good.
Wow,
That's that.
that's
Okay, he's
great.
fun. He's fun. Well, truth be told, we had some technical difficulties. We got through it. We
Hey,
had some people sick. We had people out at parties, but hey, we still got through this. But we did share a lot of wisdom, though.
but I mean, we took a great trip down memory lane. I just, watching the videos, watching those clips, it just
Mm-hmm.
reminded me of those times sitting with my family, watching all the fights,
Mm-hmm.
and just enjoying the sport itself. So I did have a fantastic time tonight, even with our technical difficulties.
Technical
It's
difficulties.
all good.
Hey, that's okay. It gets better and better and better. It's better and better and
Absolutely,
better.
absolutely.
Anything you got to say? Any shout out you want to give to?
Well,
You got
thank you to
few
all our
seconds.
guests. Thank you to all our guests. Thank you for sharing your experiences. Love the sport, and you guys have a great Sunday.
Thank you, Miss Truth Be Told. I'm gonna see you soon. Okay.
All righty. Talk to you
Bye,
soon.
girl.
Bye.
I want to thank everybody for tuning in. It was so amazing. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Now, I do want to
Thank
say, and I
you.
do try to end every single show with saying, if you are having any issues as far as domestic violence and you do not feel safe, do not be afraid to call 911 or to call the 800 number for domestic violence to get some help. Okay? Yep. And thank you so much for joining us. We will see you next time.
You made me happy. This you can bear. You stood right beside me, yeah, and I won't forget.